Dad. You don't have to. All right. All the grandmothers stay standing, and the others sit down. All the grandmothers stay standing. Wow. Now, all the great grandmothers remain standing. Give them a hand. Awesome. Awesome. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I learned a great deal in life from my mother. Most of the good things I learned from her. Treat others well. Respect people. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Don't judge people from how they appear on the outside, but get to know them on the inside. When I was really young, she taught me a couple of things, like always wear clean underwear. Don't eat yellow snow. Those things came in handy when I was a kid. You need your mom to tell you, don't run out into traffic. Look both ways. You know, all those things come in really handy when you're a kid. But the two most important things that she taught me, the first one was this: keep your sermons short. But the second and most important thing that my mom ever taught me, you want to know what it is? Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Belief is a powerful thing. We believe in a lot of things. We believe in an outside God. We believe in religions. We might believe in gurus. We might believe in governments. We might believe in all kinds of leaders. We might believe in other people and their ability to achieve things, great things in life. But the biggest thing that we need to believe in, we may have forgotten, and that's believing in ourselves. No matter what others think or say about you, no matter what's going on out there, you're the one who has the last word as to what you think, how you feel, and who you're going to be. You have the last word about all of that. It doesn't matter what others say. It doesn't matter what they think or do, because you're in charge of yourself. And that's a very powerful thing. It's actually part of the third principle of unity, which states that we create or manifest our reality by what? The activity of our thinking, our mind, exactly. And that's been expanded to say by the activity of our thinking and feeling. And as I was meditating on this, I realized that thinking and feeling, that's pretty much belief. Thinking and feeling brings about my experience, how I'm experiencing the world. And what I experience in the world, how I experience myself, is really what I believe. So getting in touch deeply with the true ideas about you, about yourself, are very important. And not only to get in touch with it intellectually, but you gotta feel it. Don't you? You have to feel it. And I believe around here, we can come in here and we can feel something. Yes, you do? Awesome, great, because that's why we're here. And I want to feel that with you. And I want to bring that feeling out into the world. And I know a lot of you are working with people. A lot of you have jobs where you have to care for people, where you have to entertain people, where you have to serve people in some way as doctors or lawyers, or you own your own store, or any manner of ways. We're taking care of the kids, and around here there's elderly services. And there's a lot of different occupations that serve people. And when you are in a true belief about yourself, the divinity of yourself, you're going to share that with others and create that reality. One of our favorite guys to quote is the Buddha. And I always put these slides up for James Kirshner because he's the guy who runs the Sangha, and he's never here. So next week, we're having an interfaith service. All of you guys are invited to come. We're going to have people representing 7 different faiths. The Buddhist faith, the Hindu faith, the Lutheran faith, the New Thought Christian, Jewish faith, the Baha'i faith, and possibly the Sikh faith, which has a beautiful center up in Millis, Mass, and they might join us as well. So next week we're going to have a group of spiritual leaders up here, and I hope you will join us for celebration of all that unites us. We're celebrating all that unites us because it's much greater than that which seems to divide us. And we know in unity that nothing can divide us. Because the mind is everything, and what you think, you become. I think that's very important to think and believe in yourself. Because no one can ever affect how you're feeling about yourself in a way that can change the truth. The truth is always there and always available to you. And if that's true, that we create our reality by our thinking, our feeling, and our belief. Oh, who's this guy? Albert Einstein. Well, you know, if it's true that we create our reality by what we think about ourselves, then what other people are saying about you doesn't really matter. Albert Einstein, everybody knows him. Now, he didn't talk till he was 3 years old. He didn't read until he was 7. When he was in school, they said he'll never amount to anything. When he graduated from college, he got a job in the patent office. So no one recognized or believed in his genius. But it developed, why? Because of his belief in himself and what was happening within his mind. Something amazing was happening in there, and perhaps he didn't even know what it was until it came out. And so he believed in himself and became, of course, the most famous physicist that we've ever had. And this is a story that has been repeated over and over. Does anybody know who this guy is? Yes, Michael Jordan, exactly. He just became the newest billionaire. Now, Michael Jordan was cut from the high school basketball team. He was cut from the varsity team. And he became the greatest basketball player, arguably. After the Celtics beat LeBron James and the Cavaliers, Michael Jordan will still be the greatest basketball player ever. In my opinion. Maybe. Could be Jaylen Brown. Who knows? Anyway, who's this? Now, how does everybody know Oprah? She's a woman who got kicked off of television. She got fired from her job because they said she wasn't fit for television. Now, what do you think that meant? Was she too black? Was she too heavy? Was she too... Why wasn't she fit for television? She became the most recognized television figure in history. 25 years of the greatest talk show ever. What an amazing woman who's touched the lives of millions and millions of people, because her talk show wasn't just about talking. It was about connecting, talking about you, talking about what's going on in your life. That's why it was so important. And why I bring these people up is because each and every one of them at some point was told they weren't good enough. Amazing, huh? Amazing, amazing. So in Michael Jordan's case, you know, he said, I'm not good enough for the varsity team. He went on to be the JV star, the junior varsity star, and then the next year became the star of the varsity team. But that moment where he said, I'm not good enough for the varsity team, stuck in his mind, and he worked harder than anyone else. And that hard work led him to becoming the greatest professional basketball player, arguably. And the same thing with Einstein. When he got the job in the patent office, he was really happy because it was such mindless work, he could think about physics. Did you ever see the movie about Einstein? It was very interesting. He came up with a lot of his incredible theories of physics while he was working in the patent office because his job was so easy for him. So mindless, his mind could be occupied with greater things. And if Oprah went on to become a news anchor, she may have never become the greatest talk show host, movie star, author, owner of her own network, and inspiration for millions of people. So whatever life throws at you, you know that it is another opportunity to believe in yourself. What's stopping me from being the light of the world? My own ideas, my own lack of belief in myself. That's it. That's all there is. And that comes from fear, because I want to talk about a woman, Marianne Williamson. She wrote this beautiful quote that said, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure." It's not the darkness that most frightens us. It's our light. It's our light that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I? Who am I to be brilliant? Who am I to be gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? Why don't you want to be those things? You are a child of God. You know, your playing small does not serve the world. So when someone tells you you're not good enough and you aren't fit for whatever purpose you've placed before you, you can stand up and say, who am I not to be? Because I am a child of God, and my playing small is not going to serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And this is the part that I really love, is that we I won't say unconsciously. This says unconsciously give other people permission. I would say consciously give other people permission, even if they're unconscious about it. Even if they're unaware about it. We give them permission to do the same, to shine their light, to be beautiful, gorgeous, magnificent, perfect children of God that they are. Because that's what we're doing. Because we're believing in ourselves. And as we liberate ourselves from our own fear, our presence will automatically liberate others. So do you want to free the world? Free yourself. Do you want to heal the world? Yes? Then heal yourself. Do you want peace in the world? Then find that peace within yourself. Find that peace within yourself. God is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you. So believing in yourself is actually believing in God. Do you know that? I'm going to show you where it says it in the Bible. I can show you in Luke 17, chapter 20. And when he was demanded of the Pharisees, when the kingdom of God should come, he answered them and said, the kingdom of God cometh not with observation. In other words, it's not out there. Neither shall you say, lo here or lo there, for the kingdom of God is within you. So you're going to have to believe in yourself. If you want to see the kingdom of God, if you want to believe in God, you're going to have to believe in yourself. It's glorious. It's amazing. What a journey. What an adventure. How happy and beautiful an adventure this is. And you can relax now because that peace that you are finding is coming from your trust in God. There is a spiritual teaching. Yes, she says yes. There's a spiritual teaching that claims that your level of peace is directly related to your level of trust in God. The more you trust in God, the more peace you have. But remember, the kingdom of God is within you. Remember that the self you're trusting in is the self with a capital S. It's the Christ self. It's the divine self. It's the God self. It's that perfect and divine and loving child of God that was created by a perfect, creative, and loving source. And your trust in that source is directly related to your level of peace. So when my mom said to me, believe in yourself, what she was saying is, believe in God. I trust you to find that God within you, that God around you, that God that connects us, that spirit that lives in every one of us. I trust that you will find that. I trust that you will find and follow your divine purpose. I trust that you will be happy in this life if you believe in yourself. Everything else my mom taught me was based on that one perfect gift, that one teaching, that belief in yourself is belief in God. Be blessed, my friends. Be a blessing. Happy Mother's Day. I love you.
You have been watching the message from our Sunday celebration service here at Unity on Cape Cod, providing a positive path for spiritual living. Please join us every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. at 147 Walton Ave, Hyannis, Mass. And visit us online at www.unityoncapecod.org.